I would now like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Hazenstab, for his message to the class of 2019.
I can't believe I got to follow that. Okay, just a few words tonight, and there is some overlap with what the Reverend said, so I feel good about that. Good evening, Conemaugh Valley class of 2019. I'm honored to be able to speak to you this evening. Tonight is a special event and marks the conclusion of your high school careers. I want to congratulate all the parents, guardians, family members, and friends whose support and faith helped you through the years. If you didn't know it, your parents lost a lot of sleep over the past 18 or 19 years. They remember the day you were born, your first steps, the first tooth you lost, your first achievement, first date, first disappointment, the first time that you drove, and the first time you missed curfew. They loved you, supported you, and worried about you every step of the way. Today, I get the opportunity to say some of the things that your parents may have said, or that you may have learned in school over the years. I want to share a simple lesson or piece of advice that you may have learned from each grade as you progress through your school career. These lessons have helped me in my life. Maybe one or more of them will help you. Here we go. Around the time of kindergarten, you may have heard something about remember the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You will find that this might be the most important lesson of all. For the most part, in life, you will be treated the same way that you treat others. Around first grade, you may have heard something along the lines of, nobody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I can guarantee you, much like the Reverend said, every one of you will make mistakes and fall down in life. Admit when you're wrong. Apologize if you need to. Forgive yourself and move on. Failure to realize that you're not perfect will cause you a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety. Maybe around second grade, you learned something about being respectful. Never stop saying yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Hold doors for others. Say please and thank you. You will find that this life is much more enjoyable when you're kind to others. Third grade, you may have heard something about focusing on the things that matter. Our society overemphasizes physical appearances, material possessions, status, and other things that are meaningless in the big picture. When you leave this earth, all that you take with you are the relationships that you've built and the experiences that you've had. Focus your efforts on those things. They are what matter. In fourth grade, you may have heard something about developing your interests and abilities. Take time to figure out what you're good at and what you enjoy. This may include playing an instrument, sports, activities, hobbies, or something else. Learn what you enjoy and become the best you can be at it. Around the time of fifth grade, you may have heard something about listening to and learning from others. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should listen twice as much as you speak. You may not agree or share the same views, but something can almost always be gained. Many of the things that I've learned in life came by being quiet and listening. Whether it be at home, at work, or in our friendships, listening to others can have a positive impact on our lives. Around sixth grade, when things like drama and stuff like that started for you, you may have learned something about don't fight with pigs. If you fight with a pig, everyone gets muddy. Pigs like being muddy. You don't. Don't fight with pigs because they win. Around seventh grade, maybe you learned about the importance of believing in yourself. In my opinion, confidence is the single most important trait that will help you navigate through this world. If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. You decide. Believe in yourself. Around eighth grade, you may have heard something about Get a grip on technology. It is important that you develop healthy technology habits. The amount of technology available today is overwhelming. If you're not careful, it will control you. Instagram, Facebook, text, and many other applications are consuming young people. With that said, in many ways, technology is required for success in today's world. Figure out how to manage technology for your benefit. Technology can be very good for you or very bad. Get a grip on it. 9th grade. Similar to what the Reverend said, you may have learned something about shoot for the moon. Aim high, really high. If you don't reach the moon, you will almost certainly land with the stars. You will never reach goals beyond those that you've set. Don't sell yourself short. You can achieve great things. Around 10th grade, you may have heard something along the lines of becoming a young person of character. Challenge yourself to be a person of character that others look up to. A few positive character traits include responsibility. This means doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Honesty. This means telling the truth, even when it hurts. Being considerate. This means caring about the impact that your actions have on others. Being courageous. This means that you're willing to fight for what is right, even when it's difficult. And forgiveness. You will make mistakes in life. So will everyone else. Learn how to forgive others. Not forgiving others will eat away at you and will have a significant impact on your day-to-day living. It's not worth it. Forgive and move on. Around 11th grade, you maybe heard something along the lines of karma. The world is full of karma. As you go through adulthood, you will find the circle of life goes round and round. As you achieve great things in life and ascend to great heights, be aware of how you get there. You will see the same people coming down that you saw going up. If you stomp on people and win at all costs to get to the top, you will have an unpleasant descent later in life. If you find ways to ascend and achieve at the benefit of others, your experiences in life will be rewarding and enjoyable. And finally, this year, hopefully you've started to think about and learned about family. Never lose sight of the importance of family. Enjoy your family and friends before they are gone. Most or all of your parents here will tell you this. It's usually after someone is gone that we realize what we had and think about the words that we could have said. You are replaceable in all areas of life, except at home. Never lose sight of what truly matters in life. Hopefully you can take one or more of the lessons I just talked to you about as you move into the real world. In closing, I'm proud of you. I've enjoyed watching you grow. I am certain that you will do great things in the future, and I wish you all the best. Congratulations, class of 2019.